Hi, this is Murphy McGrath, and I'm here for the June family meeting. So we're gonna have a family meeting that's really focused on people, because people are what make this business go, and they're the reason that we have the bird purchase, and then that's opened up so many other opportunities, so we're gonna talk all about that, and then what people can do to get more involved in getting some people in the door for us, and then also to get involved yourself in terms of growing yourself with the Emerging Leaders Program. So we'll go into all the details right now. First up, Bird Chevrolet. So as of June 1st, we're in Bird Chevrolet operating the dealership. So Josh Orthel's moved over with Mark Updegraff and Kevin Krogman and Tony Edgerly and Austin Shug. They've all moved in, but more than that, we're really trying to make sure we retain every single person possible from Bird. So from the store that was already working there, there's a couple guys that are doing really well. Bob Jansen selling some cars, and Dave Schmerbach is leading the board out there, selling the most cars so far this month. So they're pacing 81 vehicles, right? And I think Josh thinks, I talked to Oren this morning, once we get some more used cars on the ground, we can push that up over 100 right here in our first month. So really exciting for Bird. And then what happened with Bird was that created some holes here in Cedar Rapids and in Coralville and a bunch of different places that now got filled by some other people that are looking to move up in the company. So it's all good news for everybody that's in the company and excited for the future. So let's get into some people that made some moves as a result of this. So first up, Mo Alamali moved from sales into a floor manager position at the Chevy store. So as you guys can see on the corner of Council Street, we're building that massive used car facility, and they're really gearing up. Richie and the boys are gearing up to just be a juggernaut once that thing opens, and Mo's gonna be a big part of that. Andrew Miller moved from finance manager at Chevy Used into the used car tower with Brent. So that's a huge move. Congratulations to him. Andrew Reed in Dubuque sales moved into Dubuque F&I with Shug going over to Bird Chevrolet. That opened up a spot as well. Tony Edgerly moved from Kia VW parts manager, and he's now the Chevy of Dubuque parts manager, which is an awesome move. He actually joined us with the Ford store, moved over to the Kia Volkswagen stores, and now has gone up to Dubuque to run parts up there. So kind of a cool story for Tony, and he's an awesome guy. He brings a ton of energy to that department. Zach Williams went from Ford sales to Ford F&I. Josh Connolly, Dubuque sales to Dubuque F&I. Dan Cole, Ford sales to Chevy of Dubuque. John Vasquez, this one breaks our heart here at the Dodge store, but Johnny's gone. He's not in this building anymore, and he moved over. He's the general sales manager at Ford Hyundai. So a massive, massive move for him, and so exciting, and so proud of him, and just he's gonna kick ass over there. Austin Shug, Dubuque Hyundai Finance to Dubuque Chevy Finance Manager, Finance Director. Mark Updegraff, Chevy Sales Manager into Chevy Sales Director up at the Dubuque Hyundai store. Josh Orthel, Ford General Sales Manager over to Dubuque Chevyland, General Sales Manager. Kevin Krogman, Service Manager at Chevrolet of Dubuque. Steve Van Vorst then takes his role as Sales Manager, or Service Manager, Volkswagen Hyundai of Dubuque. Brett Merck then moved into Service Manager at Ford Hyundai, right here in Cedar Rapids. A lot of moves. There's a lot of moves, a lot of moving parts. And Preston Valdez took Brett's spot as service manager of Volkswagen Marion. So kind of a mouthful, but a lot of amazing things going on for these people, and great opportunities for them. And what's really cool is how all of those are internal. Every single one of them already worked for us, and now is moving into some more responsibility and taking on some challenges. So that's really cool. So where do these people come from? A lot of these managers in the company come from our Emerging Leaders class. So last week we celebrated our Emerging Leaders graduation. The 2017-2018 class graduated. It was a really cool event. We did it downtown at East Bank. Brought their spouses. Managers came up and said some things that they had gotten out of the program. And what's really exciting is not only what they did in the program, but what they're going to do for the company. These people are invested, they're excited, they're smart, they're educated, and they're putting this into practice. So that's really cool. Congratulations to all of them. I think Ashley's gonna put their name up on the screen. So you'll see that. We'll start the 2018-2019 class. Applications will go out July 9th. So July 9th, and they're gonna be due July 31st. You have about 3 weeks to work on your application, and then we go to the interview phase. So first off, you gotta do an application, and then you get your manager to write a reference. So please, anyone that's interested, I really encourage you put your name in the hat. Put your name in the hat and see if you can make it onto this Emerging Leaders class. It's a great opportunity. And then even before Emerging Leaders, we need just fresh faces in the door. So we've got our hiring referral bonus going on. So if you can refer someone in right when they're hired, $250, and then once they make it 90 days with us in sales, another $250. So refer in your friends, family, whoever, somebody that's excited and a self-starter, we want them. We want them on the team. So that's a way to earn another $500. And then just another small thing, big thing for sales, Swap Fest happens this month. So Swap Fest is June 30th at Volley's. So a swap is a car that originally started at one of our stores, then moved to another store, and it needs to get sold. It needs to get sold fast, okay? And so if you sell one of those, you sell one car, you're qualified to show up for Swap Fest. You're definitely gonna win a little bit of cash, and more so than that, we have a ton of fun. We bring, everyone tries to put their team together and be the champ of Swap Fest night at Volley's. So we rent out the whole place. It's a great event. Anyway, happy June. Thank you all for listening, and have a great month.